Hi, I'm Paul from Escape Campus. This is a short information and safety video to set you up for the year, so please stick with it.
Your home will either have a notice board or an information folder that has some useful information on it. You'll either have been shown where this was, or a member of your group will have when the check-in was completed. I'll talk you through some of that information now. Contact sheet. There's a contact sheet with our contact details, some other useful phone numbers and information about how to contact us if you have an issue with anything in the property. Please be aware that if you have a genuine emergency, like a gas leak, water leak or fire, you can contact someone 24/7 by calling 01524 926 326. This number is staffed by our office team between 9:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Outside of these hours, it's for emergencies and will be answered by a maintenance contractor, so please don't call to talk about other things outside our usual opening hours. If you need to report some routine maintenance, use Arthur, which you can download to your mobile using the link or the QR code, or access through our website via the student section on the maintenance menu. When you have reported something, it's helpful if you send us a message on your house message group, as it may be something we can help with immediately remotely, or we might have somebody nearby who can pop round to lend a hand. Detection. We have two types of detection systems in the properties we manage. Ones that have a fire panel, which controls all the detectors, and then places with detectors that are linked together without a fire panel. You will either have been shown where this was, or a member of your group will have when the check-in was completed. If you have a panel, it will be tested by an independent contractor every 2 weeks and serviced every 6 months, so you don't need to do anything yourself. If the system does go off and it's not a fire, please let us know. There is a laminated sheet explaining how to turn your alarm off next to the panel. If you don't have a panel, then your home has a series of linked detectors that will sound an alarm if there is a smoke or an area gets hot. If one of these alarms is set off, it will activate all of the alarms in the property so that it can be heard everywhere. We'll talk about what to do in the event of a fire shortly. Your fire detection system is serviced annually, but it is your responsibility to check it while you live there. Please use the cane that has been provided to press the test button on one of the detectors at least once a month, and then sign the sheet on your notice board to indicate you have done the test. Best practice is to vary which detector you use to carry out the test. Here is how to carry out the test. Press the test button on the nearest detector until it has set off the sounder for that one and the others in the house. This can take a few seconds with some of the systems, so just keep pressing until they go off. If you have any issues with the detectors, including but not exclusively not sounding when testing, not setting each other off during the test, which can take a little while, so hold the button down for several seconds, intermittently beeping, which tends to be a battery backup problem, or going off for no reason, then please report this to us immediately. When considering if they have gone off for no reason, please be aware that the smoke detectors are in fact particulate detectors and will go off if you burn toast, leave the door open when having a shower, or spray deodorant or hairspray near to a detector. There are a few things to know about fire safety in your new home, and most of them can be found on your fire plan. Importantly, it'll let you know what routes to take in the event of a fire. Please take the time to read your plan when you first arrive, and then make sure you can follow all the escape routes if there is a fire. In the event of a fire, follow the 3 key rules, which are get out, stay out, and call 999. Try not to panic. Tell everyone in the property that there's a fire. Use your pre-planned escape route to get everyone out of the building as quickly as possible. Smoke rises, so stay low or crawl on the floor in the cleaner air where it's easier to breathe. Do not stop to collect any valuables or possessions. If possible, close the door to the room where the fire is located and close all doors behind you as you leave to delay the spread of fire and smoke. Before opening a closed door, touch it with the back of your hand. Do not open it if it feels warm. The fire will be on the other side. Do not go back into the building. Find somewhere safe near the building and wait for the fire service to arrive. If someone is still inside the building, tell the fire service and give details. By going back into the building, you'll prevent the fire service from doing what they need to do and put your own life at risk too. Escape routes are typically via the front and or back doors, but there may also be windows that have been designed to allow you to escape from. The idea of an escape window, which is never higher than the first floor, is that the fire service will come and get you from it. However, if you do need to go through the window before you have help, then follow the dangle and drop principle, lowering yourself from the window ledge towards the ground as far as you can, so that you're hanging from straight arms before dropping to the ground. Once a term, you are also expected to carry out a test evacuation following the fire plan and the blue writing on your fire evacuation procedure sheet. Please also read through and familiarise yourself with the fire safety in your home document. Legionnaire's disease. Legionnaires is a waterborne bacteria that lives in warm water. Please read the sheet on your notice board and let us know if you have any cause for concern. The key things that you can do to minimise the risks of it being an issue are: where showers are fitted. If they are used only occasionally, then flush them through by running them for at least 2 minutes every week. Keep out of the way whilst this is being done as far as possible. Clean the shower head periodically by descaling and disinfecting it. This should be done at least quarterly. Where a property is left vacant for any time, such as over summer, Christmas and Easter holidays, make sure that when it is occupied again at the outset, both hot and cold water systems are flushed through by running all outlets for at least 2 minutes. Vacating procedure. It's obviously very early to be thinking about what to do when you're moving out of your new home, but the vacating procedure, which you were sent when you signed your tenancy agreement, is important now because it is a prompt to what to do throughout the year to maintain the property so that when you leave you can return it to the condition it is in now. A few things to think about when you're settling in are: don't stick things to walls with anything that will leave a permanent mark like blue tack, white tack or sellotape. Make sure you regularly clean the bathroom and kitchen, as you can cause damage by not doing so, such as mould going through the silicone seals that would need then replacing. Please don't put things other than wee, poo or toilet paper into the toilets. Anything else, such as cleaning, makeup or baby wipes, sanitary products, will block the drain from your toilet. Smoking of any kind isn't allowed inside your property. Candles aren't allowed to be burnt inside your property. The best plan is to have a regular cleaning schedule to keep on top of things and to share the communal cleaning equally. At the back of the vacating procedure is a list of standard damage and cleaning charges, so you can understand how we work and what is expected of you. Please don't worry about these. We really don't want to get into a situation where we are looking to withhold any of your deposit or make any charges for anything. We just think it's important you know what these things cost at the start of your tenancy so you can guard against any issues arising at the end. The most important thing about issues with your home is communication. We are here to help you all year, so let us know if there's a problem. We don't want you to live with something that isn't working, and if something does go wrong that you've caused, early intervention could well save you lots of money and worry in the long run. Bin collection schedule. The bin dates for your property can be found on the Arthur app. Your black household waste and recycling will be taken away on alternate weeks, so it's important to know which one to put out when. Lancaster City Council will issue warnings and potentially fines if bins are left out, so please be sure to bring them in when they have been emptied. It's also important to know that your bins are your responsibility, so if they are lost or stolen, you'll need to contact the council to arrange for new ones to be delivered. If you have more waste than you can fit in your bins, then you can either go to the Contact the City Council, whose number is on your contact sheet, and talk to them about arranging a one-off collection. Please don't leave bags of rubbish on the ground, as this may well attract rats and other pests. If you end up with an infestation and there is evidence that you have contributed to it, then we may well be asked to pay for the pest control call-out. Although energy is included in your rent, it is not an unlimited supply and subject to the fair usage policy in your contract. You are responsible for managing the energy usage in your property, and you can track it via the energy meters in your property. An opening reading was taken on your check-in video, and if you want to check your usage against your allowances at any time, you can do this by sending an up-to-date meter reading to our office team via the Arthur app. For the avoidance of doubt, if you were to use excess energy, then this will recharge to you at the end of your contract. There are some energy saving tips here. The simplest tip is to monitor your heating usage. Only have it on when you need to, e.g. not in the warmer months, and your thermostat set to around 20 degrees. Heating controls. You will be sent instructions for the specific type of heating controls you have in your property to your house message group. Have a look and see if the previous year's programs for heating coming on and off works for you, and make any necessary changes, but please be aware that you are responsible for maintaining a reasonable level of usage of both gas and electric during your tenancy. That's everything for now. We are here to help you throughout, and we'll be happy to hear from you when you need something from us. So please do report maintenance problems or chat to us if there is any other type of issue. One thing is for sure, we can't help you with something we don't know about. We all hope you enjoy moving into your new home and have a great year. Thank you.